Welcome to GMST Solutions Private Limited Digital Learning. So in part of how to crack full stack Java interviews. So question number 6. So what is the question? The static versus instance in Java. So they will ask the question, what is the static keyword? And if you go for the static keyword answer, so what is the instance data? So what is instance and non-static data? So both I'm giving here. So static data is nothing but if you give the static keyword on the any property, either method or variable name, so that is static data. Static data is a class level data actually. So static is a common requirements, means it is common to everyone. Example, city names and pin codes, bank names, these are the common requirements and common data for everyone. So for avoiding the multiple times memory allocation, the static data allocates only one time memory allocation. It won't take more than once, and the compilation time only it will allocate the memory space for the static data. And here, if you are not giving the static keyword, that is instance data. If you are not giving static keyword, that is instance data. Instant data is the object level data, and it is specific data. Your ATM pin number, your username, passwords comes under specific to requirement. The specific data allocates each and every person separate memory allocation. Specific requirements, specific data, that is instance data, it will allocate each and every time usage the memory allocation. So one time or multiple times. So based on how many times you are using the instance data. But static only one time memory allocation, and class level data, it is how many times you are using that much it will take the memory space, and object level data. And coming to the block, we have the static block and the instance block. Static block to initialize the any common data one time memory allocation, we will go for the static block. And instance data multiple times execution, means if you want to execute each and every time object creation, so how many times if you create object for the class, that much that will execute the instance block, because it is specific requirement. And static is the only one time. So just see the syntax example wise. So I have the one class. So inside the class I'm taking the static int some pin code or something, you can take it, static property, and I'm taking the one instance property int id. So static keyword is, that is a static data. If there is no static keyword, that is instance data. And the method also I'm taking the one static method void. So any method name you can take it. So static data and static method, directly we can access the pin code. It is class level data. Within the class, wherever you want, you can access, even in the non-static also. Okay, you can access, there is no error. But non-static data is the object level data. If you're trying to use inside the static block, you will get compile time error. So directly we cannot access. That is object level data. So we have to use reference type. Cannot make a static reference to the non-static field. The non-static property you have to use using object. How to create object? Example 6 is the class name. So like this, you have to initialize the object for your class, and with that object only we can access in the static block of non-static data. Now you can see there is no error. So very simple. Static data is common data and class level data. Within the class, wherever we want, we can access. Static to static, directly we can access. And even class name also you can use, no issue. Directly also we can call, and even class name also we can use. And the non-static data within the static block, if you want to use, we have to go for the object creation, then only we can access. Otherwise, you will get the compile timer. Directly we don't have the access to use non-static data in static location. And coming to the non-static method, so any method you can take it. Now id is the non-static to non-static, directly we can access. And static property is the pin code. So within the class, it is a class opening brace and closing brace. Within the class only we are there, we can access directly also. There is no issue. example 6 dot pin code. So directly we can access. Even without class name also we can access. Because the class level data within the class we can access. Okay. Either class name, without class name also we can access. Static is common requirement, non-static is specific requirement, that is instance data. If you apply the static keyword, that is static data. If you are not given the static keyword, that is instance data. Static to static directly, instance to instance directly. Instance data or non-static data to the static location use the object, and the static data wherever you want to access you can use the within the class directly we can access. Any other classes if you have, we need to use the class name. So this is simple static and instance. And if you have any questions regarding this question, so actually it is syntactical also we can take an example wise, but what I'm giving this is enough for the interview point of view. And if you have any question, please drop your comment in comment box. We'll discuss it clearly. So thank you for watching.